Look, we're in a very difficult cycle that we can't seem to snap ourselves or get ourselves out of. I think there's been results in this period, quite rightly so, we've deserved against us, and there's others that maybe not so much, but there's no doubt about it. We're in a cycle of results that isn't good enough and strong enough for ourselves. But so difficult in that sense, and that's all I can really say about this period that we're in. It's very hard to pinpoint one thing, but as you've seen, I've said from the very start, this is a big job, and I've talked about change that needs to happen in the bigger picture side of it, moving forward. And my aim from day one to coming in still is to try and get to that point where you can actually physically affect that change. But in the meantime, I'm fully aware that you need to get results to be able to get to that point and have that opportunity. And I haven't, in this period, got the results that the team needs. So very difficult, but you try different things. You've seen that I will always be positive with them and try and bring that encouragement and try and give them that confidence. And I've also gone very hard with them. But I've tried everything as well in terms of personnel and stuff, but we just can't seem to break that cycle. What we need is just that one result to go for us, whether that's a scrappy, dogged win or a good win, whatever it may be. We just need that to try and signal change for the cycle that we're in. But we can't quite. We're not at the levels that you need to really hammer that home. So that's the biggest, most difficult part of the cycle that we're in. So in the red card come, that makes it even more difficult. What you need is to avoid the moments. I actually thought that we started the game well enough and we had the territory, and the one time that they did break away and they got their goal. What you need in this moment when you're in this type of phase is, if you are in a stronger moment in the game, you need something to not go against you. The first goal went against, and then obviously the 10 men changed that other side of it, made it even more difficult. And then you need to avoid that to give yourself the best chance. But there's a lot more things that need to be better. But the one thing they need to do, and I said at the end, what typified that, I actually thought the fans were brilliant today in terms of what it could have been, and quite rightly so. Had it been completely negative and on the players' backs, and even at the end there, where it could have been really negative, I actually thought they were brilliant. They didn't get on the players' backs. Yeah, there's the odd things, but they didn't get on the players' backs at all. Even at the end there, they backed their team, and I just said it to the players at the end there. That example of that is what this group need to take on board with themselves and stick together. It's the only thing that can happen. It's the only way that they can get themselves out of it, is sticking together and showing the example of what the fans did today, and taking that in with themselves. And because they can do it, they can change it. But we need to go a few steps further to make sure, ensuring that happens.